promised, our last part of this video will cover the experiment. So there's a lot of different ways that scientists investigate the natural world, and we call those things investigations. We can do experiments, we can do longitudinal studies which pull data that's already been reported, we can do surveys, we can do all sorts of ways to gather data, but one of those is the experiment. Now, what scientists like about the experiment the most is the experiment explains causality, or in other words, causation, or cause and effect. That if I put plants in sunlight, it causes them to grow. Most of the other methods can't ever really show you causation. They can only show you correlation, which are how two things are linked. Not necessarily that one causes the other, but that they're linked. A good example would be a connection between SAT scores and attendance in high school. Now, one doesn't cause the other. However, you can see a trend that exists between the two. So let's talk about this experiment. So experiments have 4 major consistent parts that we tend to see throughout all experiments. The first one is an independent variable. Now, truth be told, you actually can have more than one independent variable and you can have more than one dependent variable. But for simplicity's sake, we will only have 1 or 2. Generally 1. The independent variable is the variable that you are manipulating. You as a scientist are investigating something and you're going to change something. The dependent variable is the thing you're looking for to respond to that change. What's happening because I did X? It does Y change. The constants are the things that you keep the same throughout the experiments. They are things that could change, but you're keeping them the same. So you can be sure that what's actually affecting your experiment is in fact the independent variable. Constants are sometimes called controlled variables. Controlled variables. Now, that's not a term that everybody uses, but I know many of you use that term, and because you're used to that term, you confuse it with control. So controlled variables are the same as constants. They are not the same as the control. So the control of an experiment is the baseline at which you're comparing things to. It's the thing that you're looking at to see if any of this even matters at all. So a good example of this is, let's say I'm deciding to straighten my hair, and as you see, that's a little bit of work. So I might be trying different hair products to see how they work in the flat ironing process to make my hair straight. My independent variable would be the thing that I'm purposely changing. So that is the type of product that I'm using. My dependent variable, on the other hand, would be something like, say, how long my hair stays straight, or the quality of the straightness of my hair, or the way that my hair looks. Is it shiny? Does it reflect the light well? That kind of thing. So let's, for the simplicity of this, let's say how long my hair stays straight and the quality of the straightness. My constants would be all the things that I keep the same. So I'm going to keep the process that I use the same. I might shampoo with the same shampoo and condition with the same conditioner. I might use the same oils. I might use the exact same flat iron at the exact same temperature, and I might choose to blow dry my hair first. We're going to keep those things all the same so that we can make an accurate comparison. Otherwise, I'm changing too many things and I can't really see what actually made the change or what actually caused the change. After that, I'm going to compare my hair to a control. Now, my control could be what my hair looks like after I wash and shampoo it with all the same products. I blow dry it and I flat iron it without any additional products. Okay, or it could be the product that I always use instead of 2 new products that I'd like to try. But either way, your control is a scenario. It's a setup. It's a set of results that you get from using a particular product. So all in all, we have an experiment. Experiments are a very specific type of scientific investigation that shows us cause and effect relationships. It has typically an independent variable, which is the thing that you're manipulating, a dependent variable, which is the thing you're looking to respond to the manipulation. You usually have constants or control variables that you keep the same that could affect your experiment, but you're going to try to keep as much the same as possible. And the last thing is a control. That's a point of basis that you're going to compare everything back to. So All in all, we've reviewed everything we learned about in the first week, and there'll be more videos to come. Thanks so much, and see you this week.